your boys, man. It's Mayhem.
We're back with
another video. We got reacting to Degenerosity Freaky Books. You know what I'm saying? So we're about to see what they got for us. Let's get straight into it. Freaky booties, let's go. Freaky books.
Oh.
Ish. Joe, what am I dropping shit? Away. Joe, I'm trying to keep the shit short. Let's just start this video. Anyway, thank you for 100 views on the other video.
Yeah.
Slay.
One of my New Year's resolutions for this year is to read more books. I want to get better at my vocabulary and maybe gain new perspectives and understanding of the people and the world around me. Cause it's good to always feed your brain, and knowledge is power. But almost every book I picked up was boring. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, wizards aren't real. Why am I reading this? The Great Gatsby, a man is head over heels over a married woman when he should know he's just a side piece. He sounds like a lame. I'm not reading. The point is, almost no books were able to hit me. None of them connected with me. I was starting to question, what's the point of me learning to read as a child if it was only gonna give me the ability to read books like this or memes like that? Why do I even have eyes when all my hope was lost? I remember the genre of books that I knew for a fact would increase my vocabulary drastically. Freaky books. Now, when talking about freaky, my vocabulary drastically. Freaky books. Now, when talking about freaky books, I think we have the same idea of what I mean. Stuff like 50 Shades of Grey. Books that only talk to you dirty. The explicit scriptures. Kind of like The Hub, but words. Now, I don't have much experience reading these types of books.
It just doesn't hit the same. Like Uirama. Nano to telaga mafu. And he
That's the
Nari like brag.
I only went as far as reading my fair share of Twilight and Scooby-Doo fanfics when I was a kid. Don't ask. So reading these books would be kind of a new step forward in my life. But I don't want to just read any freaky book. 50 Shades of Grey never looked like something I would enjoy. It looked like it was geared toward 40-year-old lonely white woman, and I'm clearly not in that demographic. So I want to read a book about something that I can relate to, something that can connect with me in a spiritual way. And in my search to find the perfect freaky book, I discovered the author, Quan Mills. Quan Mills is a world-famous author known for some of their best-selling titles such as My Baby Mama is a Loser, Pregnant by My Mother's Gay Husband. This whole guy...
Yeah. You heard. Yeah.
Pregnant by my mother's gay.
Yeah. I guess he ain't gay.
roaches in her crib. My psycho baby daddy, this got a small... And this got a small the sequel. Now,
what are these books, Joe?
Got a small thing. I gotta read this for real. I gotta read this one. They
say never judge a book by its cover, but if I saw books like this when I went to school, I probably would have been more motivated to read back then and not be in my current situation now.
How to hold the fuck?
These books sound awesome. As much as I want to read all these books, today I'm gonna be reading some excerpts from one of Quan's more popular books, Old Thought Next Door. Let me read you a bit of the summary real quick. Meet Vernita Ernestine Washington, a feisty 76-year-old woman who doesn't care what you think about her ways, especially for a woman her age. Yeah, she might be a senior citizen, but she'd be the first to tell you age ain't nothing but a number. She's convinced the honeycomb between her legs doesn't taste a day older than 40. Whoa. That's a 5-star meal. A widow for some time now, Vernita is determined to make up for her stale marriage. However, when a major health scare sets her back, she finds herself losing everything. Reality sets in that her time on Earth is about to come to a close. Now faced with a death sentence, Vernita seeks to live out her remaining days being the biggest old super freak. At this point of
you love like 76.
She was throwing that shit.
70 something.
70. She's
She wants to live out her days being the biggest
Freak.
The summary. How can you not be hooked? I
Toothless blowjob. Yadi Gamfela.
won't lie, what inspired me to make this vid is because I saw this one IG reel of this dude listening to it at a gas station.
Nasty woman. Call me a predator if you want to, but riding some young is truly what regulates my blood pressure and keeps my cholesterol down. And that is why I have not one, but
bombastic side eye.
Oh!
Criminal offense.
Oh! Bro! That we can let audio come out with
two young people on their way to my place.
After seeing that, I had to read this book for myself. So we're gonna read most of the first chapter together, because after reading it myself, I think it gives a good idea of how freaky this book is throughout its entirety. Hopefully this video stays monetized, and that's enough yapping. Let's begin our read along. Chapter 1. Baby, let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I don't give a damn what you think about me and my age. Yeah, I might be 76 years old, but this big, thick between my toned brown legs don't act like it. This is the first paragraph, and I'm already in love. My name is Vernita Ehrenstein
This book was written by Whitney.
Yeah, sure. There's no
Washington,
way.
and I ain't ashamed to admit that I loves to drink brown liquor, smoke good reefer, and most definitely get my on. You heard that right. Yup. I loves to ride me a big old black. Age ain't nothing but a number, baby doll. My body felt like I was still 40, and you best believe I like I was still 40. I love how I'm not even done with the first page yet, and I already know what type of woman this character is. I for real think this is a good first page to a book, cause for me, it instantly hooked me. I wanted to know more about this character, and her being the narrator of it only makes this story more engaging. Now for all the young people out there, I can let you in on a secret if you're wondering what I did to stay so young and vibrant. If you thought going to the health club every day was my secret, then you guessed wrong. Now don't get me wrong, I did get my little workout in at the health club to stay in shape, but truth be told, I really went to go look at them fine young men's they be having up in there. You know, she low-key spitting facts. I be going to Planet Fitness, and I only see studs working out in there. It's truly a haven. If you think my secret is watching what I eat, then you guess wrong again. Baby, I gets down in the kitchen, and I sure love me some Popeye's chicken. Baby, give me a 2-piece dark spicy with a side of Cajun rice after a good down, and my sexy ass will be in heaven. Normally, I'd be hyped for a Popeye shout out like this, but right now they're working with the CIA, so I'm really low. Baby, let me tell you what my #1 secret is. You ready? Hold on now. Get a little closer. My #1 secret to living a long, happy, healthy life was making sure you surround yourself with some young folk. And by young folk, I mean some young. And when I say young, I ain't talking 50 or 40. Baby, I'm talking young. Well, hold on a second. Between the ages of 20 and 30. Okay, we good. Call me a nasty woman. Call me a predator if you want to. But riding some young is truly what regulates my blood pressure and keeps my cholesterol down. And
What the fuck is this?
that was why I had me not one, but 2 young.
And the clip to the clip with the freaky Joe.
On their way to my place. I don't know what's crazy. Granny doing a 2-man by herself, or the dudes that agreed to do this. Doorbell sound effect. Whoop! There it is. That was my doorbell. Come in, I yelled as I hopped off my couch, sprinting toward the front door. Cause my was ready to get this party started. Peeping out the front door's peephole, I took a quick scan just to make sure it was my double appointment. And surely it was. Hallelujah! I don't know if God got anything to do with this, but I'm glad she's happy. I quickly swung the front door to my townhouse open. Afternoon. I uttered with a big-ass smile stretched across my face. Child, you should have seen how suddenly Markel and this other sexy-ass young man looked surprised. Guess they didn't think I'd opened the door already, ready to get...
I like, Kesho Demons like your best friend, bro. There's no way. que show
Mfana.
que show like
Umplaki. Umplaki mfowethu.
Prince Theo
Get my on. This sexy ass gasped, clutching his mouth. Yo, damn, it's like that? Markel smilingly exclaimed, rubbing his hard, muscular hands together. He scanned me up and down. His eyes were glued to every square inch of my body.
Yo, this who we finna tag?
The other sexy young man chimed in as he too clutched his mouth.
I say, yo, this is good, bruh.
Rawanege.
Bruh.
Shit.
Up with his right fist.
Man, she old as fuck.
Bro has no respect for
Yeah. Stories.
She's horrible.
his elders. You just gonna say that to her face? He ain't even walked in the house yet and he's already being disrespectful. I would have told his ass to leave if I was Miss Vernita. But don't worry, she gets mad at him too. All of a sudden, I could feel my blood boiling and a look of anger instantly grew on my face. I know they saw how mad I got. Old? Boy, your mammy is old. I ain't old. Markel smacked his teeth and said, man, chill the out, Will. Trust me, Miss Vernita on point, bruh. The other young shook his head.
I don't know about this though. This gonna be weird.
This guy's still tripping about this. Man, this dude's out here that gets 0 girls. And now that you finally get one, you mad at it because the woman is older than your mom? The audacity of people, am I right? Can we have this conversation on the inside at least? I said. Y'all letting all my cool air out. Markel glanced over at this Will friend of his, nodding affirmatively. Come on, bruh. Trust me. We finna have some fun. Miss Vernita a vet.
Fun.
Na Brian, na wazama. Na umbiza mulila, umbiza mulila sebian.
Bona Ntshepe.
Ntshepe, mfadinge more fanyokwa. No, monaki.
Tono ba kanyona ka respachi? Ay, man.
Will reluctantly muttered, and then the two of them walked inside my place. You see, this is where the real action begins. I'm prepared for this ride. Both Markel and Will were wearing black tank tops, exposing their tatted up muscular arms and shoulders. They looked like some straight up gang members. But ooh, baby, Miss Vernita just loved her some roughneck street. Markel was a little old chocolate stallion with Pacific Ocean waves sitting on top of his head. He had broad shoulders, cut up arms, and a chest that looked like it was harder than steel. Standing at around 5'10", his young sexy ass looked like he was a good 200 pounds of all muscle. And baby, let me tell you, that of his weighed about a good 200 pounds too. This other young man, Will, reminded me of that sexy, fine, light-skinned boy that plays on that show that comes on cable. What's the name of it again? Power? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That drug dealer.
Nah.
Aris, they was weighing 250
pounds.
Exactly with your mood, man.
That's what he's pegging.
And then, Noviana, the other one, like, he looked familiar to Ghost.
Lighthouse.
Like the second nigga, you know, like Ghost.
Yeah. Oh.
Your DM was some bullshit.
Boy with the beard, Tommy? Ghost! That's right.
I almost forgot too. Why I say Tommy?
With the both of them in front of me, we marched straight into my living room. Y'all sit down and make yourself comfortable, I calmly instructed. I'm finna go get the reefer and a Henny. Y'all smoking, right?
Like,
Will's
shit is because like storytelling again, the data hard. Because like data hard, but not go flat the man when some good zaring. Not the men's one, so Baba Tweed. So go but hey, that's below again, ma, which are him. Arbafana by the
The fuck, man.
Arbafana will always buy down. But Batubanya, Panchalon. Baba Tweed. It's Baba Tweed.
Banyo wa daeme anyela. Wacha daemela, that was a slave. Daemela, there was diarrhea, like all over the day.
Bameza?
Bamari. Again.
Ban no tinsara khate
The
great my nigga.
yeah. Nah.
Hazel eyes shot wide open out of shock.
That's
He
what
looked
was
at
like
Markel.
like Lucifer. Nada daihorat malumunya. Oh, means. Siya, para sa level.
Is she for real?
Yes, bruh, she's cool. I'm telling you, bruh. This guy only speaks in bruh. Will then looked back at me smiling, saying,
Damn. Hell yeah, I'm smoking. What you got? Some joints or something?
my brow raised.
Huh?
Don't try me. I might be old, but baby, I smokes nothing but blunts. Backwards, matter of fact. I got them Russian creams in the back. Speaking of cream, I could feel my getting juicier than a fresh pot roast. Okay.
Yeah, this one like is freaky as bitch.
It's became the bitch.
Now why did you have your
He cannot chill for 1 second. She really got the brain of a freak.
It's based on a true story.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I still writing about this shit?
Like we not have How do you even think about this, dog?
Like he's
1 second. She really got the brain of a freak.
oh, Granny, a thought.
Will shouted, jumping up and down. What did you say? Huh? I turned my face up. I'd be damned if this young was gonna disrespect me in my house. What I'm trying to think is, why is he jumping up and down saying that? Bro got a little too excited hearing about Russian creams. Markel nudged Will in his shoulder.
Bro!
Will quickly got his act together and stood still.
My bad. My bad.
He apologized. That's what I thought. Anyways, I'm finna go run to my room right quick and get the reefer. Y'all make yourself comfortable. Not gonna lie, Will is fumbling this two-man with Markel. Every time this dude talk, it's always something disrespectful. I know Markel never gonna invite him to one of these again. You might be wondering how she even got to meet these young men. Vernita had met Markel at LA Fitness, and he was the personal training sales manager. And he had offered her some home personal training sessions, as long as she didn't tell his manager about it. And she only agreed to it cause, and I quote this from her words, not mine, I could make him a victim to my good, tender and that's how we're in this situation now. Also, Markel brought his friend with him because he's a real homie. If he's eating, the whole squad is eating. I like that mindset. All right.
I give him for it. I give him for it.
Oh yeah, the sports food the door.
Let's continue. Anyways, now that I was back in my room, I quickly made my way over to my walk-in closet. Once I opened my safe, I grabbed my favorite kind of reefer, a pack of backwoods cigars, and my lighter. I dashed over into my bathroom just to make sure I still looked dazzling. Now staring at myself in the mirror, I grabbed my brush off my marble bathroom countertop and lightly ran it through my silver hair. I'm gonna have to call Keisha to have her give me a touch-up, I commented to myself. I then leaned close into the mirror and analyzed my makeup. My mascara, foundation, and lipstick was still on point. I looked left, glanced right. Yes, Lord, I looked good. I chuckled, sticking my tongue out. Quickly dashing out the bathroom, I heard my cell phone buzzing as it charged on my nightstand. I froze for a moment, tempted to answer it. But f it, baby, I didn't have time to check it. Whoever could have been calling me at this moment was just gonna have to wait, cause I was ready to get high, drunk, and suck some big dicks. And I might just eat their ass today. I was ready to let it all go this afternoon.
Yeah, that's what is a freaky old fuck.
You comment this at you and you
like
Eat ass.
yeah, I'm gonna eat that big ass today.
Joe, why is eating ass such a tradition in Congo, USA?
Go
Like,
married, yeah.
cease, Joe. Like,
Will was right. She is a thought. I've seen all types of freaky in my life, but eating grown man ass is crazy. You know those cheeks are hairy. Now, feet away from the living room, I came to an abrupt
There was no need to demand it already here. We know.
Like,
There was no need to add that information.
dog.
Why?
Stop. When I saw Markel and Will were now completely naked, sitting on my nice white Italian leather living room couch. Them dudes are wasting no time. They ready to get their freak on. Baby, my mouth shot wide open in shock. But it wasn't them being naked that had me stunned. They were making out.
Oh, hell no. I take back all the words I said. The man is loud. I seem for you to, I guess. Yeah. Marutlo letse mara manyana mafetwa markentse ma.
And like what made that like
What is this? What is
like
this?
slow vacation means like
What is
like we gave all normal like not like everywhere mara there's niggas batinyana can't though no one of these celebrities are clear.
After 9.
Yes, kissing each other, tongues all deep down each other's throats. Their eyes were closed and everything, as if they were in love. And they were stroking. Oh, hell no, I'm not reading that. What?
Now I think I've heard enough. Story semara asfeli. Nah, bafethu. Nah, yeah. Ay, arfisi. Ay. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore.
Hey, but isn't.
I was about to pass out. Take me home now, Lord Jesus. I screamed to the top of my lungs. What the hell are y'all doing? Chapter 1. I'm at a loss for words right now. That was singly one of the greatest pieces of fiction I've ever read in my life. You had world building, drama, and twists and turns all in the first chapter of your book. And the cliffhanger, which makes me want to rip to the next page. I can't end the read along like this. I gotta know what happens next. Will Vernita not vibe with this and kick them out? Or are we about to see the movie Challengers Part 2? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Nah, we're about to read this together. Right now, I just need to know. Chapter 2. What in the hell are y'all doing? Still standing there shocked. I couldn't believe what my wide eyes were observing. These young niggas were crazy as hell. They thought this was okay. I did not get down like this at all. I was still a bit old school. Come on, Miss Vernita. You gotta be more progressive than that. If you see two gay dudes kissing, you gotta join in. That's how I'll be showing I'm an ally. Oh, Markel said, suddenly pulling himself off Will. But then a gigantic smile came across my face. Y'all don't need to stop. I loves it. This is gonna be very, very interested. Guess there was a first time for everything. Okay. And then you could probably assume what happens after this. That's enough reading for one sitting. And I gotta say, this is one of the greatest books I've ever read. It's one of the only books I've ever read.
Yeah, there's gotta be the worst book.
But one of the greatest.
Like, hands down, like, Masababuka. Oh, shit. Stroke. Yeah. What are you stroking for? Strugan.
I don't know what to say. One thing I know what
It's a real city.
yeah, like niggas.
There's a lot going on.
Niggas they be wild. They be wild. There's no way not there. Like niggas they be wild. Like but the way them too. But then Lerina.
Lerina.
But then Lerina.
You might be like more senior man. I was so.
Little me.
Yeah, like a life for it.
Life, yeah.
Man, little me.
Now I go like some good shit.
Like you're confused. I get to feel it.
Now I don't know what to say. I did it mal.
But anyway, like the video, subscribe.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Let me not make this thing long. Hey, video. Sharp.
Speechless, eh?
Yeah, Babu.